classic car.
That's me. This was a fancy rig, man. Hi, I'm Dennis Gage, and welcome to My Classic Car. Well, this week, we're in Clymer, New York at the Peak & Peak Ski Resort for the car show that's held at their annual Fall Festival. Now, this is out in the sticks, but I'm telling you, it's beautiful and it's packed with cars today. Let's get around and see some of these New York rides. That's a pretty rare car. An Opel. That's a mighty nice rib. Joe, great to see you, man.
Thank you, Dennis. Good to see you.
What a cool place for a car show, the Peak & Peak Ski Resort. I mean, this is pretty unique. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and then all of a sudden, poof, there's this incredibly cool place.
Yes.
So you've been doing it how long?
This is our 21st year.
It's a great venue, and this is also the Fall Festival, which is packed anyway, and then you layer a car show on top of that. Now your cars, are they mostly from the area, or are they?
Well, no. Yes and no, but we get an assortment from Canada.
Well, you're right on the line, basically, aren't you?
Yeah, Canada, Ohio, Pennsylvania, of course, Western New York, and we've even had a few come up from Tennessee area.
Oh, well, you know what's cool about this is, again, I mean, it's just a wonderful venue, but it is kind of a destination. So it's like, you know, let's go to this car show, but you know, here at the ski resort, and with the Fall Festival, there's just all sorts of stuff to do.
There is. There is. That's like a bonus package.
Yeah, totally. Something for everybody here.
There is.
And I've seen some pretty wild stuff. I mean, there's everything from bone stock to some pretty radical, crazy things. You know, everybody gets to play here, apparently.
Oh, yes, absolutely. We have no barriers. Everybody's welcome.
Well, I've seen some great cars. What do you say we get around and check a few of them out?
I like that idea.
All right, let's go, man.
Thank you.
Well, Carl, this has got to be the only one of these here.
This is probably the only one on the planet.
I would have to agree with you on that. I saw you rolling around. I'm like, what is that? Because you know, the back, I'm saying, oh, it's a cord maybe, or a gram, or it's a, what is it?
It's a 39 Ford four-door deluxe sedan that
Has had some mods.
A couple, yes. It's not much left.
It was a four-door deluxe sedan?
Yes, yes. It
Well,
was this high and twice as long.
Did you narrow this?
No, it's not. It's not narrowed. It's been channeled 6 inches, chopped 1.5 inches, shortened 22.5 inches.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess it's when you throw fenders on it, you know, the fat fenders. It gets
much bigger.
Yeah, because she really looks narrow. What's the hood?
The hood is actually a 39 Deluxe hood, but the dimensions are pretty close. The nose we brought out to match the grill. It would have came straight down.
And so the grill's what?
The grill is 41 Ford truck.
Oh, okay.
We hid the quarter elliptic springs inside the frame rails.
I couldn't figure that out. I'm like, where's the suspension on this thing?
Yeah,
so they're in the frame rails?
In the frame rails. The adjusting bolts, so I can raise and lower the ride height if I wanted to. Still got the banjo rear end in it. Put a 354 gear in it so you can drive it on the road.
So real subtle paint job too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be. I didn't want it to stand out. It sort of blend in.
I mean, I love the scallops. And you know, you did a really nice job inside too. What are the seats out of? Those are really different.
The seats, believe it or not, came out of a short school bus.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Man, the dash is great too. Is that a 39 dash?
It's a stock 39 dash.
Yeah.
It's got Chevy truck gauges in it, 50 Chevy truck gauges.
Fit?
They fit. You just opened up the holes a little bit. They fit right in. 46 Ford steering wheel. It's on a F1 steering box. A lot of work went into it, but it was all fun. You know?
No kidding.
Yeah.
Let's look at that flathead.
Yeah, sure.
Beautiful looking flathead, man.
Yeah, it's a 46 block. It's got Merc crank and rods in it that came from our friends. Jan's pistons, 3 and 3/8 bore.
So I mean, it is a hot flathead.
Oh, it's 286 cubic inches.
Oh yeah.
All ported, aluminum flywheel. It's got a vintage Dunn cam in it.
You did not cut corners anyway, did you?
No, not on the motor. In fact, I probably got more in the motor than I've got in the car.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's it'll really go.
Awesome. 39 Ford leftover special, right?
Right. And it was all leftover parts from everybody else's projects.
I absolutely love it, Carl.
All right.
Thanks for bringing it out,
Thank you
man.
very much, sir.
Well, Ian, you know, I saw this and I thought, oh, that's a cute little pedal car or whatever.
Right.
And then I saw it said King Midget, and I went, wait, you know, I mean, I know King Midgets, and I think of the King Midget is you bought it in the back of Popular Mechanics, and
Yeah,
you
that's
know, you had
right.
it shipped to the nearest freight depot in a crate,
Sure.
and you built it. But they looked like kind of like shrunken Jeeps.
Sure, real boxy, like,
So
yeah.
did this come after that?
Well, this was actually before. This was the very first King Midget.
So what year?
1949.
Seriously?
Would be this one. Yeah, it's so cool. I mean, to me, it looks like a 1920s like Indy car. And I think of a boy kind of dreaming of that kind of car.
Oh,
Reading
man.
Popular Mechanics, thinking I'm gonna save up my newspaper route money and buy this thing and build it myself.
Have it shipped, build
Sure.
it yourself. I mean,
You're right.
so and here's the cool thing. I
Yeah.
mean, you're a toy designer for Fisher-Price, is that right?
Exactly. I'm a toy designer for Fisher-Price.
This is
so
perfect.
So this appealed to me because it was like, it's half toy, it's half car. It's like, I gotta do this, I gotta build this thing.
So was it aluminum or was it steel?
It's steel. What you would get in the kit if you were a kid and you bought one of these in the 40s is you'd get like the oak frame rails, and
Yeah.
you'd get kind of the suspension parts and the headlights and the wheels, but it would just be patterns for the body, and you'd go to your local tinner, cut pieces to this size, and then you'd have to kind of like bend it together.
Bang
And
it over
a
stump or
yeah.
something.
Right. They call it coach built, I believe. This is a coach built King Midget.
Yeah, well, using the term loosely.
Yeah, very loosely, very loosely.
They were like, what, 5 horse?
Well,
brakes and strap?
this is a hot rod. This is 9 horsepower.
Oh, the
This
big
one.
block.
The big block.
God.
Yeah, it's the big block King Midget. This could go 42 miles per hour.
That's terrifying.
It is. It is terrifying, thrilling, and it's a pull start. So here we go. That's it.
Oh man!
No edit. It actually did that.
So that was not OSHA approved, I'm sure. That's spinning around.
I'm not sure. I think that's pre-OSHA there, Dennis. Yeah, you kind of keep that away, your hands well away from that.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is the engine here.
Underneath
And,
the fuel tank.
Underneath the fuel tank. It's gravity feed, just like a Model A.
Yeah.
You can't break your fuel pump if you don't have a fuel
No,
pump.
no,
is,
that's that is an advantage.
yeah. This is a more modern engine called a Clymer, actually. So this is not the stock Wisconsin.
So
Yeah.
is it a centrifugal clutch?
It's a centrifugal clutch, like a go-kart or a
Yeah,
snowmobile or
yeah.
something like that. So it's constantly adjusting ratio as it goes, as it revs up. And that's how it goes down the road.
Ian, this thing is absolutely crazy.
It totally.
And kids must love this thing.
Kids think it's a big Power Wheels, so.
Hell, you'd think you were a toy designer.
I'm really thinking about quitting my job as an accountant and going into toy design after building this King
I
Midget.
think there's a place for you there.
I
Ian, this
think
is
so.
great.
It's been a
49
pleasure.
King Midget
Yep, you got
Speedster.
it. Speedster.
Oh, man.
Coach built.
Coach built.
Yeah.
I love it. Absolutely
Can't
love
get
it.
better.
Way
Yeah.
cool. Julia, I love your car.
Thank you.
This is such a cute car. This is a 1958 Triumph TR10, right?
Yes.
Well, this is one of the first cars I saw when I got here, and I said, I have to find the owner of this car. And it turns out to be you. This is so cool. So have you had to restore it or anything?
I did not do a thing to it.
It was like this?
Just like this.
Holy cow.
Yes.
I mean, it looks brand new.
Yes, I'm very lucky.
So, I mean, the chrome's original and
Everything's original.
Holy cow,
Yes.
I can't believe this. Were they two-toned originally?
No, originally they were all one color over in England.
Uh-huh.
And when they came to America, they were called the standard
Oh, that's kinda-
Triumphs.
that's kinda
They
boring.
changed that and called it the TR10, so it sounded a little better. And they two-toned the cars also, and of course put the steering wheel on the other side.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing I noticed was it's a left-hand drive. And I thought, well, so they made some of these for export, obviously.
Yes.
The interior, too, obviously original.
All original.
So, I mean, this kind of pumpkin color and that, what a gauge cluster.
Right.
There's a speedometer and a speedometer.
Right. And a gas gauge.
And a gas gauge, right? And I guess that's your turn signal?
Yes, and this turning signal lights up, it blinks when
Oh,
they turn
I mean, a
on.
little button on top?
Yes,
Oh,
it
you're
lights
kidding.
up.
So, 3 or 4 speed?
4-speed.
And what an interesting gas pedal down there. It's got that roller on it, so it kind of goes with your foot, right?
Right.
Oh,
yes.
man.
I cannot wear heels and drive this car.
I believe that. I love how the trunk comes back, the exposed hinges. Can I see the trunk?
Sure.
Is it in decent shape, too?
It is.
Wow, that looks like the original mat.
And there, it is the original tire and the original strap holding the spare tire.
Oh, man. It must have just a massive engine in it, I'm sure. Massive.
Oh, it's so fast.
So fast.
Oh, so fast.
Let's go look at the engine. Oh, a little prop there. So, Triumph engine?
It's a Ferguson engine.
Like Massey Ferguson?
Like the tractor company. Yes.
Boy, it's about the size of a large lunchbox.
And it's about as fast as my lawnmower.
But obviously the original color, and engine bay the same color. And does it
Yes.
run well?
Yes, it does. It's been a good running car. It's been so good to me. It has.
It's just, I mean, it is
Yes.
so unbelievably cute. I just can't
Thank
believe
you.
it. These things, does this still have a crank start?
Yes, it has a crank
You
start.
could still crank it if you wanted to,
Yes,
right?
right here, you put a crank in, make sure it's in neutral, of course.
Yes, right.
And you crank it up
and
and
you can
it'll
actually-
start, and it does work. Yep.
Oh, unbelievable. Pretty car.
Thank you.
1958 Triumph TR10, right?
Yes.
Wow, I love your car, Julie.
Thank you. Thank you very
I
much.
just love this thing.
Thank you.
Well, Gary, this is a really sweet ride. This is a 1970 Jimmy, and I have never seen one. I didn't know they made a Jimmy in 70.
Yeah, it was the first year.
Really? So, I mean, it's kind of a GMC Blazer almost, isn't it?
Yeah, it's basically the same vehicle.
I mean, this is also in like showroom condition. What all have you done to this baby?
Well, I took it all apart in 1998 and I completely restored it. Had it apart for 6 years. That paint job and everything's been on there since 2004, so.
Wow.
And I drive it a lot.
No kidding. So is this an aftermarket grille? Or?
No, it's re-chromed.
Wow. So how about the GMC lettering? Is that original or is that aftermarket?
That's an aftermarket.
Uh-huh. And did you re-chrome the bumpers too?
That bumper, it's our aftermarket. I didn't send them back. I sent the whole grill back, but I didn't send the bumpers back.
And what are your wheels? Was that the?
Well, that's a rally wheels. That's from 73 and up. That's about the only thing I'd have on here that's not stock.
Man, they look great though.
Yeah, that's why they're on there. That spare tire in the back is actually,
That's what it.
that's an original tire.
I see.
Wheel and rim.
And it's a custom. Were they all customs or was this a trick interior?
No, it's custom really didn't mean anything.
Uh huh.
It's just a badge. I added the badges. I had the air conditioning, the bucket seats, and all the stuff for you would think custom, but it didn't have the custom badge on it. I added that.
Wow. Is this like this embossed seat pattern? What
That's
they
called-
came with?
Yeah, that's called a scroll pattern.
It's really
That's
nice.
the way they all came from.
And this would have been the color that this interior was?
I left the interior the exact color it was.
The instrument cluster is basically just Chevy, right?
Same thing.
Same thing? And it was carpeted? These came carpeted?
Yep.
Man.
Carpet or rubber mat.
Uh-huh.
Carpet was probably extra.
Now, how about the roll bar? Did that
That's actually a dealer installed. Them are Hickey roll bars.
really? The tailgate's original too?
Yep. All the outside body parts are all original.
So do you still have the original engine in it?
Yeah, it's
Let's go
original.
look at it,
350.
man.
It drives a little bit, so it's not perfect.
Man, it looks pretty darn good to me. So it's got AC?
Yep.
Well, it really does, huh? 350 turbo. Man, I mean, it just looks great. And you do actually drive it, huh?
I drove it an hour and a half to get here. Wow. I got to drive it home an hour and a half and no top on it.
So 1970 GMC Jimmy with a custom badge you put on it.
Yeah, I put the custom badge on.
That's cool, Gary. Thanks for bringing this baby out.
All right, thanks.
I like it. So Daryl, I saw you sliding in here, down low,
Yes.
with this 53 Caddy. It looks so nice. This thing is really, really sleek. I mean, you must have re-chromed it.
Yeah,
That's a lot of chrome.
it is. and there's a lot of it on there that's stainless too.
And then these, as they call them, the Dagmars.
Dagmars.
Yeah, they stand out there, don't they?
They must have just put them on there for decoration, I think, back then, to make it look neat.
Because they do nothing other than add weight to the car. But this car's so heavy that's probably lost in the rounding.
Yes.
So you've got it down. Is it on air or what do you do?
Yes, it's on there right.
The other thing I noticed come in, I mean, that paint looks really, really good. And I tell you, the other thing is that it's obviously built for comfort. The interior is just really looks like the living room, frankly. It almost looks like Lincoln seats.
Very comfortable car. Yes, they're out of a Lincoln.
Is that the original dash layout, though? It is really that kind of horseshoe?
Yes, it is, but it's the Dakota digital
Okay,
dash.
you
in
went
it.
all digital? Uh-huh.
Yes.
You haven't chopped it or anything,
No,
right?
no.
So I mean, this is absolutely a stock body. You didn't even shave the handles.
No, the Coupe Deville has had lower windows and lower back window.
It looked chopped to begin with, didn't
Yes.
it? And then even in 1953, it's starting to have a little kick-up fin going on. And this was one that you filled over there, right?
Yes, you put the gas in over here.
Boom, and there
That's
you go.
where you put the gas.
So you put your gas in right there by all these electrical wires.
Yes.
Yes. I always wondered about that, you know. You've done so much of this, you've probably upgraded the power plant stuff. Let's go see what you got under the hood.
Okay.
Oh, wow. It says Caddy.
Yes, it's actually a Chevrolet motor.
350?
383 stroker.
Oh, it's a stroker. So it's got some horsepower too.
Yes, it does. It has a lot of torque.
So how'd you get the Caddy valve covers?
I had a guy make them for me.
Did you really?
Yes. They're Chevrolet valve covers with a script on them.
Uh-huh. So this must be a blast to take the family out in, though.
Oh, yeah, it's fun. We get a lot of thumbs up
Oh,
riding down the road.
hey, I'll give you 2 thumbs up. 53
thank you.
Caddy Coupe Deville. Daryl, that's a beautiful car, man.
Well,
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Thank you.
Oh man, the car show here at the Peak and Peak Resort in Clymer, New York is pretty cool. And it's really nice up here. You should check this one out.